hope you're gonna have an awesome day today. Arrowverse here. Can you do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button while you at it, push the bell for notifications so you can get the scoop of my newest upcoming videos. Now this is gonna be a video about Marvel, not DC or CW. Let me tell you about Jon Bernthal, aka The Punisher. Now, this was Marvel's Netflix The Punisher. When Jon Bernthal first starred in it, he was actually on Daredevil Season 2. Now, the thing is, I have no idea why they canceled The Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. I mean, they're all great TV shows on Netflix, but they dropped them, which is a shame. The thing is about Jon Bernthal, if you guys don't know who he is, well, he played on The Walking Dead, and his role was Shane. And he did say in an interview once that, I'm so glad that they killed me off in The Walking Dead. If they hadn't killed me off in The Walking Dead, I would never have been part of Marvel. And I never would have been part of, I suppose, this amazing, beautiful, well-written character. That's Frank Castle, the Punisher. I could resemble a lot of myself to him, and also playing the role, I could feel it in my bones, and it's just right for me. Okay, now let me tell you this. He was recently on a podcast, and he did say this. Marvel, the MCU, they're actually rebooting Wolverine, and they wanted Jon Bernthal to play the role as Wolverine. I thought to myself, no, I don't think he'll be a good Wolverine. He even said himself, since they approached me, I told them that, no, I'd rather be the Punisher. But if I'm going to be the Punisher, I want to be a dark version of the Punisher. So, yes, it'll be a possibility that he will return as a Punisher, but he wants to return as a darker version of the Punisher. Even Charlie Cox, the main protagonist who plays the role of Daredevil, said that there's no one else better to play the Punisher except for Jon Bernthal, which is true. I believe that. Now, for myself, what I'm trying to say is that ever since the 80s, there has been a lot of Punisher movies. But Jon Bernthal as Punisher, I believe he's the right one for this role. In this scene right here, he's telling Daredevil that, yeah, you beat people up, but they end up getting back up. But for me, I put people down. I make sure they stay down. That's the type of Punisher that he wants to be. He calls Daredevil Red, and he doesn't even care who Daredevil's identity is anyways. Fact of the matter is that I'll show you a little clip of him in his element as the Punisher, and I believe I did a reaction video on top 10 superheroes, and this was also in the clip of it. Shout out to Top Mojo for it. Now, as you can see, in this prison fight scene, we all saw that he killed, I believe it was probably like 12, 15 inmates. Because Fist betrayed him, actually. It was a long story, but I'm pretty sure most of you know the context and what happened behind it. Imagine a darker version of the Punisher. Now, Jon Bernthal wants a dark version, which means that would Disney actually take him in? Disney owns Marvel and MCU, just to let you know. If he plays that role again, it's up to Disney whether or not they want to be part of it. Now, let me tell you about Deadpool. Deadpool is the only other protagonist I could say that is kind of like the Punisher. Here goes Fist releasing him.
Microcosm of the animal world. When an animal wants something, when it needs something, other things need to be stepped on.
You want me on the outside, so I step on every piece of shit I see. That way nobody gets strong, and city's yours for the taking.
Something like that. Yeah.
So if you can do that, if you could get me out, why not just do it yourself?
Because I played the long game, Mr. Castle. You see, when I'm finally let out of this cage, it won't be to wage war, it will be to win one. You, sir, you need to focus on now. I've given you a chance to walk free, to put that gift of yours to...
So right there, alright, now the thing is about Deadpool, Deadpool is the only protagonist I can measure up to Frank Castle, the Punisher. They did remove a few jokes from Deadpool 2 Disney didn't even own Deadpool at that time. But the thing is, if they allow Deadpool, what about the Punisher? But John Berthelon wants the Punisher to be darker, so it's a possibility that Disney would now want the Punisher in it. HBO Max is up for it, so he may be in HBO Max. So, Frank Castle, let me tell you this. He had 2 seasons of The Punisher. If HBO Max takes him in, would it be season 3 Punisher, or would they remake the whole story and make a whole completely different version of the Punisher, since he wants to be a little more darker? I believe there should be a season 3 where they left off of, but John Berthelon does not mind if they change the story up a bit and make a season 1 start a little over again. So you guys tell me, what do you think? Should he be part of?
Someone told me once, life is just trying not to be lonely.
It's like a bomb went off inside my mind, scattering all the pieces.
Every time I try to put the pieces together, something won't fit.
There's something on the edges. Someone, like a dark shadow, waiting for me. This face has everything that I ever did wrong written all over it.
You need to let me be what I'm meant to be. I'm not the one who dies. I'm the one who does the killing.
So do you guys think he'll be part of Disney? Would Disney allow him? Or do you think HBO Max will allow him? I personally think HBO Max would. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, I'll see you all in the next video, of course.